Hi, we are Adventure Coffee Group, and we are from section L1.
This video is made by Thomas Zhu, Ziyuan Wang, and Jiawei Bao. Now we are going to introduce the basic equipment that we are going to use for this video. There are kilowatt meter, fresh roast, glove, colander, grinder, electric kettle, glass, cup, skill, filter paper, clever coffee dripper, dropper, and TDS meter.
And next, about the process flow diagram. The first step, we put 18 grams of Mexico green beans and 76 grams of Kenya green beans separately into the roaster. The setting of Mexico is 977 and the setting of Kenya is 968. After that, we put them into the grinder with setting 15, and we get 80 grams of ground coffee combination with 16 grams of Mexico and 64 grams of Kenya. In addition, we need to heat up the water from temperature 23 to 94. And finally, we use the clever coffee dripper for extraction for about 5 minutes. And as a result, we can get 961.5 grams of brewed coffee.
Now I'm going to introduce the roasting process. We firstly put the green beans into the roaster and we need to set up 2 roasters. And we plug in the kilowatt meter to record the energy usage. And then we just press start. The 2 types of beans that we used are Kenya and Mexico. For Mexico beans, we used 18 grams of green beans and we finally get 16.1 grams of roasted beans. And we actually just used 16 grams. The settings are 977. And for the Kenya beans, we put 76 grams of green beans and we get 64.2 grams of roasted beans. And we just used the 60 grams. And the settings is 968. After the roasting ends, we just remove the top of the roaster and be careful to put your gloves on to protect your hands. And then we put the beans into a colander to remove the chaff from the beans. And then let it cool down to put in a bag.
About the energy usage. The energy used to heat the water up from 23 to 94 is 0.1 kilowatt hour. And the energy used for Mexico and Kenya is 0.19 kilowatt hours and 0.18 kilowatt hours. So the total energy used is 0.47 kilowatt hour.
And we measure the TDS as 1.31%. And the PE we get is from TDS times M brew over M grounds, which gives us 15.7%. The brew ratio was 15. And from the chart, we can observe that our location is around the area to the left of the classic standard, but in between sour and sweet.
As for the sensory evaluation, we thought our coffee gave a nutty, earthy aroma while giving a bold but mild taste. In the blend taste test, scored by peers on fragrance, aftertaste, acidity, body, balance, and flavor on a scale of -5 to +55, we received an average score of 26.8.
And what to change in the future, we would like to improve the taste first. We would like to increasing our extraction time and the brew ratio to increase the extraction yield, which will give us a stronger taste. And meanwhile, we would like to minimize our energy usage. We will roast larger proportions of beans at a time because it may decrease our energy used to roast each green bean. Also, we would like to heat our water up to a slightly lower temperature, which will give us the same flavor but the lower energy usage. And thank you for your watching.